The celebrations are truly continuing in earnest here in Centurion Chisamnyama Bongiwe. Of course, Bafana Bafana have come out victorious. So the number of fans that have come through to this venue are celebrating this victory, which saw them scoring 3 goals. Tshepang Moremi, who opened the scoring in that first half, and of course, Lyle Foster scoring the second early on in the second half. And it was that final goal by Oswin Apollos, a penalty which was converted to ensure that Bafana walk away as 3-2 victors against Zimbabwe. So what this means is that Egypt and Bafana Bafana are through to the round of 16. They finish on 7 and 6 points respectively. But for Zimbabwe and Angola, they finish and are truly now out of this tournament after getting just 1 point Angola and there's just that 1 point for Zimbabwe. So Angola, Zimbabwe are out, but Bafana Bafana through to the round of 16. You know, you must be such a happy man.
Definitely, I'm much happy. I'm happy. You know what? I don't even have words because of that. We you know what? We didn't expect this. You know, we didn't expect Zimbabwe to be this tough to us, but that was a win. Yes, we expected a win from our boys. As you can see, they displayed a wonderful game, and then Zimbabwe gave us a hell of a game, eh? To be honest about that. Yeah, they gave us a tough game. It's no longer the same Zimbabwe that was playing years back, you know. Now it's a different Zimbabwe. Each and every team which is currently here playing on this AFCON is very difficult. I don't want to lie to you. Whether it's Zimbabwe, whether it's Nigeria, Cameroon, is very difficult. I don't want to lie to you. Even if you can see our boys also, South Africa, they up their game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We cannot be underestimating any opponents, you know, in the AFCON. Let's quickly now talk about Bafana's run. You know, how they started things off by winning against Angola, and then that controversial defeat against Egypt, and now bouncing back with a victory against Zimbabwe.
Yeah, definitely. You have a point when you said that. I think what we should do, we need to focus on the next game and then forget about the penalty of the game of Egypt. I think if we're going to focus on that, we're not going to move forward. But what I can say, the boys played well. You know, from the first game we saw that even if people don't want to say it, but South Africa are the favorites of this tournament. Yeah, definitely, because of now we can see about the play, their play. They have a nice play. Hugo Bruce came with a nice touch on Bafana Bafana. Now people can come to this place and watch Bafana Bafana, because of most of the time we were sitting at home. Yeah, when Bafana was playing, no one was watching the game. But now things have changed. I don't want to lie to you, Tolly. But otherwise, we are enjoying this South Africa.
No, absolutely. It just feels like South Africa and South African football is just on a different trajectory. I want us to talk about those goals that were scored, you know, against the run of play. Tshepang Moremi, so nice and early in the first half. Lyle Foster, once again, this is now his second goal of the tournament. And Oswin Apollos also scoring through that penalty conversion.
Definitely, Collie. Otherwise, when it comes to Lyle Foster, Lyle Foster can be quite dog game. And then he only appears when we need him. And many people can say, hey, why is the coach putting him on? Why is the coach not sapping him off? You know, something like that. But what I've learned, I was also someone like that. Why Lyle Foster's playing? You know what? But because of there's Mahopa, there's other players who can play there. But Lyle Foster proved me wrong today. He only comes in the game when we need him most, and which is what he scored for us. Otherwise, when it comes to Apollos obviously then we know that we can rely on Apollos when it comes to score, and when it comes to creative play. And then when it comes to Remy was busy today. Yeah, he gave that guy one hell of a run today. Otherwise, we expect that from Remy. And our wingers, we know our wingers are fast. We have Apollos that side, we have Moremi that side, which are faster. So now those guys, the Zambian guys, were confused on what to do. Definitely today, Polly. Yeah.
And just now going into the round of 16, what should Bafana Bafana be improving on? Because we know it's only going to get trickier and tougher. And remember, the last time out, they won bronze in Ivory Coast. So this time they want to do better and even get that gold medal.
Definitely. So if it was bronze, this time now we looking for gold or silver. Otherwise, now because of we are on second place, naturally. So now things are going to be difficult for us. You know, when you're in second place, you play much difficult teams. So now we need to up our games, and then some of the mistakes that we created today we should get rid of them, definitely. But otherwise, when it comes to our play, I believe and I hope we can go, at least we can reach the finals and win the finals. But otherwise, I have so much hope when it comes to the guys. They are giving us a great game.
All right. And then just before I let you go, because I know the celebrations are just continuing here in Centurion, can Bafana Bafana do what the class of 1996 did and bring this AFCON trophy back to South African soil?
Like I said when I started, many people are saying South Africa are the favorites when it comes to this team, even though our coach doesn't want to put that, doesn't want to tell people that. But otherwise, I believe and I can see it. It is right there that we definitely can come up with something, but not bronze this time, Tolly, because we got bronze the last time we played this tournament. So definitely this tournament, I believe, for the likes of Dr. Kumalo and Mark Fish and Arom Nopoena, they did what they could do to give us the glory, from the glory days. But I believe when it comes to this time, definitely, Tolly, we're going to win it. And I have hope. I have hope and I believe that we're going to win it. This time, definitely. Zanzi, please believe in this team. This team is strong and I believe this team can win and this team will win this tournament. Tango.
Danko, I do know, perfectly put there. A very happy Bafana Bafana fan, of course, saying that Bafana, yes, they have progressed to the round of 16, but that's not what they're focused on. They focused on the ultimate prize, which is this Africa Cup of Nations trophy. They want them to lift it just the same way that the 1996 class did it. But of course, in case you are just tuning in, you missed out on an incredible 90 minutes. Bafana Bafana scoring 3 goals, Zimbabwe only managing 2, so which means they win their encounter, get those 3 points and finish second in Group B on 6 points. The other team, which is Egypt, have finished just higher than them on 7 points, which means both teams now advance to the round of 16, and we wait to see who that opponent will be. As for Hugo Bruce, the coach, who just had his post-match interview talking about how incredible this victory was, but he will be looking at that defense of Bafana Bafana to say they will need to be much sharper, especially against tricky opponents in the knockout stages. I will now send it back to you in studio, Bongi, where the celebrations are continuing here in Centurion. We did not shut out the Zimbabwean fans. I must make it clear. We gave them an opportunity to speak to us on SABC, but they were just so heartbroken after that 3-2 loss to Bafana Bafana.
That's what it's all about, taking one for the team as well.
Yeah, 100%. I think as a striker, you always want to score goals and help the team. I'm happy I could do so again today. I think, we probably could have got a lot more as well today. But yeah, as it played out, we just managed to beat them. But I think the most important thing is the win today.
You sense some anxiety. The coach says he kept telling you guys to be a little bit calmer than you were, maybe anxious that you could drop points here and not go through.
I don't know if it was anxiousness or maybe, I don't know the word, but I don't think we were anxious. I think we were prepared, but I think maybe once we scored one, we relaxed a bit and they were able to turn it on, and then we were a bit off until we came to halftime. Came back, got the second one. I think we looked a good side again until they scored and we were just rattled again. So I think, we just need to keep going and just fix up those mistakes. We're a very good team, and I think we've proven it over the last few years. So I think this is just something we can look back on and learn. And like I said, the most important thing is the 3 points, and we can move forward now.
I would love to.
All right, that is Lyle Foster there, the man who scored the second goal early on in the second half of the encounter between Bafana Bafana and Zimbabwe. And speaking about just how important this was, and earlier on you were talking about this also being quite an important encounter even for, Coach Hugo Bruce, and because this was also, one of those moments where he also hoped that his side will actually emerge victorious. All right, we seem to be having a problem with the line there to Oli, but we'll bring her up as soon as we can. And you heard there even from some of the fans earlier on speaking about how they're hoping that this Bafana side will be one that replicates the class of 1996. Will it be? Will it not be? And it is, of course, heartening to hear even some of the fans speak about how gathering at places like such, Chisanyama's for them is important, because at first, you'd remember when Bafana Bafana was still experiencing some difficult times, a lot of people still, had lost confidence in the national team. So now, listening to some of the fans say that for them, this is a Bafana side that is restoring their confidence, is quite heartwarming. So we'll continue to bring you more from this particular encounter, and also hoping to hear from some of the, our very own team members in order to hear what they have to say.